This is Rural Roots Canada. I'm Craig Lester for Rural Roots Canada. We're once again being joined by Jared Sherman here from Sauter Glen Ranches for the Calgary Stampede working cow horse. Jared, some impressive runs here today. And we're going to get to the highlights in a minute first, but first, Jared, tell us a little bit about the differences in the divisions.
Okay, so today there was 3 different classes. You had the non-pro bridle. That's for obviously the bridle horses. Those are finished cow horses like you'd see in the open finals or open bridle class. It's just the people riding them maybe don't make their living training horses, so they don't earn money to train horses. They just love riding them, and most of those non-pros own their own horses as well. So then we go to the Hackamore class, and that's an aged event where you see it's a transition from a snaffle bit to a bridle horse. So that's that, they call them the derby horses, or they're 4- and 5-year-old horses. So you go from the 2s and 3-year-olds in the snaffles to the 4s and 5-year-olds in the Hackamore, and then 6 and up would be the bridle horses, 2 rein horses and bridle horses.
Now in the open bridle, which we're about to see highlights in, what are the judges looking for in that event?
Right, not a lot different than the other events. It's just a higher level of precision, and that's as high a level as you can get as far as these working cow horses or any horse event goes, is finished bridle horses. So there's not a lot of room for error in those classes. So lead changes, circles, lots of speed transition, lots of rate on the cows, little to no loss of working advantage at all on the cows and whatnot. So when you get to the open bridle finals, things are pretty tough, and the judges they got a pretty keen eye for those.
Now, you're no stranger to horses. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Yeah, so ridden horses all my life, but mostly ranch horses and rope horses, and starting to ride some cow horses now, and I've been fortunate to kind of hang out with some pretty cool trainers and top-notch people that you see here today, and I'm starting to gain an appreciation and a little bit of skill from a lot of these guys who have and cow horse trainers who have a lot of skills. So we ride a lot of horses, train some ranch horses and whatnot, and they're a big part of what we do every day.
Now, you were talking about ranch horses there a couple of times. Tell us a little bit about the program that's at Sauter Glen Ranches.
Sure, yeah, you bet. So we have started to sell ranch horses in our annual bull sale every year, as well as outside of the sale, but we try to showcase 2 to 3 what we consider our top ranch horses that we're really proud to offer for sale in February at our bull sale. And yeah, it's just something that we really pride ourselves in. So those horses will have a lot of the same kind of training to a point that the horses here today have. They won't be quite as finessed and maybe quite as far along as these horses, but they still will be really nice and reliable and have done all the ranch jobs and things that we do on a ranch every day.
And if someone wants more information on these horses, how can they find that out?
Sure, you can go to our website, Sauter Glen Ranches, or sauterglen.com, or anytime stop by the ranch or give one of us a call at Sauter Glen, myself, or any of the staff.
All right, thanks, Jared. Right around the corner here, we're going to have highlights from the open bridle class. Stick around.
I'm Jared Sherman. I'm the cattle manager at Sauter Glen Ranches, northwest of Airdrie, Alberta. This has been an excellent course to be involved in. It's a leadership course that really addresses and is catered to our business in this sense, where it's a succession planning course, transitioning from previous generation down to my generation, who's moving into a leadership or managerial role in either a farmer ranch or a corporation that has been started by an older generation. And what's so beneficial to us in this sense is sometimes we lose a sense of, or don't communicate properly, the importance of each generation and how we see their role going forward, and maybe how they see our roles. So it's been tremendously beneficial to myself, and will be to the future of our company.
So welcome back. We're going to go through the highlights now. And first up was Clint Swales on Smart Like Solanos.
Yep.
We got the name right there correctly.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about his run.
Smart Like Solanos, also known as Mo. That's his nickname. I know the horse pretty good now because Clint and I are we ride together a little bit, and I've seen the horse work quite a bit. This is a really nice horse. This sucker is super talented, and Clint is really, he is a handy dude, and today was maybe not quite what he was looking for out of that horse, but boy, he hung on to a lead for quite a while there, and everything looked good. His rein work was good, and I think if he could have changed it at all, he probably would have gained a few more points in the rein work part of it. But boy, when he got to the cow work, that's where he really picked up, and that horse can get down the fence like super. Yeah, big stop, lots of rate, and just a great fence run today.
Look at here, tight little circle. He's got
Up next, we had Clay Webster on Wiz and Starlight. Tell us a little bit about this run here.
Oh yeah, this was fun to watch. This horse, Clay, has a reining background, and you could really see that. I don't know Clay myself personally very well, but you could really see the reining background in this horse's rein work today, and dry work was just tremendous to watch. This horse has such a presence, carries himself with such a presence, super circles, lots of rate, lots of speed control, incredible stop. This horse, like, plus his stops all day, just drug his butt out there today, so really nice.
Circle. Now, Cal breaks down on him. He's still gathering some ground. He gets back. Control.
So the reserve champion today, bit of a surprise here, given that he had to have 3 different calves. It was Vance Caglia on Reminisce and the Chicks. The run, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, this is a really cool horse. The horse has kind of started from a, I know this horse has a lot of speed and a lot of, he's pretty hot, and Vance has just done a tremendous job of, getting this horse to the stage he's at today. And the cattle today were kind of hit and miss. There was some tough cattle out there for sure, and sometimes when you get a tough cow, you kind of have to work through it, but the judges were good about that today, it seemed like, and they realized that, especially for the open bridle finals, and given it's a show that they've condensed to one day, it's pretty important that everybody gets, a pretty fair shake at it. So, on an aggregate score, I don't want to say you can afford to have a bad cow, but at least you've got next day to come back and maybe make amends for the first day. And today they were good about giving new cattle. And yeah, it took Vance 3 cows to finally get one that worked for him, and it worked for him for sure. The horse looked great. The horse had lots of rate. Boy, he can run, this horse, and he got through the fence work really nice. And this horse can really get through a rein pattern too. Plus stops, plus turnarounds, really good turnarounds.
He's got it circled. There's the whistle. Vance Caglia.
And the champion. I mean, no surprise here. She's no stranger to the winner's circle. We've got Susan Shaw from the Foothills on Genuine Brown Gal. Thoughts on the run and what made her champion?
Oh, this is such a great horse, and Susan and Genuine Brown Gal have such a great pairing. I mean, this is just, to watch those two is tremendous. I mean, she brought the A game today for sure, and I think this is the second time she's won the open bridle here at Calgary. She won the non-pro earlier on in the day on her other horse, but this is one great mare, and you don't see very many days where they have an off day, that's for sure. Like, this horse can get through a rein pattern, post a rein score right up there with any of the open bridle horses. And then what's cool to watch about Genuine Brown Gal is just how gritty she is in that fence work. That, of all the horses today, like, it looked like she was really, that horse never lost working advantage. She was glued right to that cow through everything, through the fence turns, through the circles, and she came out to win. There's no doubt about that.
Well, it was a great run. Your thoughts overall on the overall competition?
Oh, look great. Tremendous lineup of horses. Like, we didn't get to see all the non-pro horses today. We were a little bit late getting here for those ones, so I saw the last half of them, and they looked really good. Like, it was a really fun class to watch. The Hackamore class, wasn't a lot of horses in it, but boy, what a lineup of Hackamore horses. They were really tremendous to see. And then, as always, when you condense the show down, you really kind of bring to town, it seems like, some of the best horses for that open bridle class. And we're really fortunate here in Canada, especially Alberta, that we have the trainers and the people involved in the sport that we do, and it's a pretty neat atmosphere here when you get all those quality trainers and those bridle horses.
Susan Shaw is coming to town and cut a check. Look out! There's the job. Whistle down.
Well, it was a great day, and we're pretty fortunate to have you alongside us here at Real Roots Canada. This is Jared Sherman from Sauder Glen Ranches. Thanks again for coming out, Jared.
Yeah, you bet, guys.
Also, thank you to Eric Smith, who's filming today's highlights, and to Cole Christensen from Cole's Ag Communications, who's been doing all the social media stuff for Real Roots Canada, Calgary Stampede edition at the Working Cow Horse event. I'm Craig Lester.